to the video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I'm going to do my TRX ab workout. And honestly, I've never done this workout before. I googled a lot of things before I came here just to find some ideas of what to do. But we're going to see how hard that is because some of the stuff I have, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do. But I'm going to show you guys how I do my ab workout, and I hope you get some inspiration from this video and maybe you'll join me. All right, let's get started. So to get started, I'm going to do a little bit of a warm up on the Stairmasters. I'm just gonna do like 5 or 10 minutes just to warm up my body and get hot and sweaty really. So first thing that I'm doing is just evening out my ropes, and then I'm throwing my hair up into a bun because a ponytail was just completely getting in the way. So the first exercise that we are doing are ab tucks, and it's really important to try to keep your back flat and keep your shoulders over your hands. At one point, you can see that I lean back a little bit more to get my shoulders directly over my wrists, and it does engage your abs a lot more, which is the point of the exercise. So try to lean back and try to squeeze those lower abdominals to pull your knees to your chest. Then staying in that same kind of position, we're going to do that exercise, but we're going to pull our knees to either side and work our obliques. As you're doing this exercise, also try to keep your knees and your ankles squeezed together tight. I noticed that mine came apart a little bit, but they are supposed to be really tight together. Flipping over to our back, we're going to do one of my favorite exercises, which are hip raises. With this exercise, I try to focus the lift up part from the lower abs and really engaging that core to lift your booty up, but then also squeezing your cheeks at the top. Using the TRX belts for this exercise was a little bit challenging. It did add a good level of intensity, but I found that my feet kept going out towards the wall. So bring them back, try to keep everything square. Just be aware of where your feet are at all times. Flipping back over, we're going to do pike ups. This is a really great exercise if you were interested in learning how to do a pike up handstand, or even just to hold a handstand a little bit better. I just felt like this was really great at stabilizing my shoulders and getting that lift up momentum. I also felt like it was a little bit easier if I took my head and looked through my hands to my feet. Flipping back over now, we are going to be doing reverse planks. Whenever you do this, just lift your booty up to the air, and I like to stare at the ceiling just to make sure my body's in line. Using the handles to do this exercise also adds stability, so you can really focus on that core strength and becoming more stable in your exercises. Flipping over again, we're just going to do a plank hold. I did this on my elbows, but you can also do it up tall on your wrist, whatever's most comfortable for you. Next, we're going to work a little bit more of that side abs. So getting up on my elbow, trying to keep that forearm in line. I also spread out my hands for a little bit more stability. And then you're going to put your feet parallel. So in this situation, I had right in front of left. And then I'm pushing up my hips. I also extended that top arm just for added stability. You're going to do that for 30 seconds on each side. This was an exercise that I did notice I was a little bit more shaky in, and I'm going to incorporate into my workout a little bit more to improve. And then moving on to what seems to be the most dreaded part of this workout for me are mountain climbers. So I'm just doing 30 seconds, and I did 3 sets of this. You can do them as slow or as fast as you want. I started to pick up the speed a little bit, but these, like I said, they're great for your abs, but they are a little bit more daunting for me. Probably one of my favorite moves from this whole workout are these in and out plank holds. I just felt like these were really fun, and they worked my lower abs, which is an area that I always try to focus on. So I really like these, and I'm going to try to incorporate these into my workout routine a little bit more just because I did find that they're really fun. So now stepping away from the TRX handles a little bit, I'm just going to do 1 minute of extended leg crunches, and I found that I just wanted to go a little bit faster with my pace throughout this workout, and it was hard to reposition the handles from front to back. Yeah, it also didn't help that I was doing a lot of exercises front to back. I probably could have organized that a little bit more, but I just did 1 minute extended leg crunches, and then I'm doing 1 minute of leg lifts, and I did 3 sets of those. Then I went back to my side plank a little bit just because I did say that I was a little wobbly on that one, so I wanted to do another exercise. So I'm doing elbow to knee, and I'm trying to crunch that side ab. So I'm really letting my abs pull my arm and my leg to meet each other, and I did that on both sides as well. Then I did 30 seconds of V-sits, and then I added a little bit of a pulse to them. The pulse honestly just helps me not get so bored. I find that whenever I just sit in one area for 30 seconds or a minute, I get a little bit bored. So if I just add a little bit of movement to it, it helps me entertain myself a little bit more. And then I'm doing sitting twists. You can do this with a weight as well. I just didn't want to go get one. So I'm just doing taps. And then you can see at the end, I'm kind of doing like a fist slam on the ground. I'm going to start using that a little bit more because I think it adds that little bit of jolt to your abs that has to squeeze a little harder. And then also it's working your arms a little bit. And then to finish everything out, I'm doing a 30-second plank hold. Squeeze my body and keep it in a straight line, staring at the ground just because at this point I was really tired and I was pushing through the last little bit. Then to add insult to injury, we're going to hold 30 more seconds of a plank, but we're going to do little hip dips. So as you can see, I'm not touching the ground with my hips, but I'm just doing little rainbows with my hips in a way. And that just adds that oblique and also completely wears out your abs. So if you have made it this far, you deserve a little bit of a break. So I laid on the floor for about 1 to 2 minutes and just caught my breath and relaxed. And then to finish everything off, I'm just doing a light stretching motion. So our abs are gonna be sore in the morning. I'm looking back, stretching out those abs, and then I'm pushing back into child's pose, and this is gonna get our shoulders. Then I'm reaching over across each side to get kind of that side oblique and stretch out the side of the arm. And then I'm pushing up and I'm stretching out my legs. My legs were just sore from yesterday's workout, so I wanted to do a little bit of a leg stretch. I'm stretching out my hips, and then I'm also pushing back and trying to get the entire back of my leg, and I did that on both sides. And then I'm facing forward and I'm just stretching out my arms really quickly, so I'm just swinging them back and forth, and then I reach behind my head and stretch out the backs of my arms. And then I'm reaching behind my back and pulling my shoulders forward just for a quick second, relaxing, and then we are done. Good job, guys.
Alright guys, that is it for the video. Thank you so much for sticking around with me and watching this video. Hopefully it was pretty easy to follow. I'm going to try to add text box that say everything that I'm doing and the reps that I'm doing. But thank you so much for watching, and if you like more videos like this, leave a comment down below or give me a thumbs up. That is greatly appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Alrighty, bye guys.